Good evening. On the behalf of the entire Aspirations team, I would like to welcome you to the 2025 Aspirations in Computing Awards ceremony. It is my honor to be here today as the MC of this fantastic event. We have gathered to recognize over 40 student awardees and 2 educators. In the room alongside us, we have supportive friends and family members, sponsors, special guests, and our incredible group of volunteers and organizers. My name is Fiona Chow, and I'm grateful to be able to share this full circle moment with you. 6 to 7 years ago, I was sitting in the audience as an Aspirations awardee. My computer science teacher at Burnsville High School had pushed me to apply and get involved with Aspirations. That led me to job shadow opportunities at several companies, as well as 2 internships with Land O'Lakes. 4 years ago, I decided to change my major in college from software engineering to management information systems. This was an extremely difficult choice for me to make, but because of my experience during my Aspirations internships and reflecting on my natural strengths, I was able to be confident in my decision to blend technology and business through an MIS degree. 2 years ago, I graduated from Michigan Technological University with a degree in Management Information Systems. Shortly after, I returned to Land O'Lakes as a full-time employee in the IT Rotational Development Program. This program allowed me to gain experience on several different IT teams and find my passion in user interface and user experience design work. Today, I work as a user experience designer on our customer experience team and have been a part of several enterprise-wide projects and website redesigns. Aspirations gave me the foundation to explore my interest in technology. It gave me the confidence to pursue that in college as well. Land O'Lakes has provided the most supportive and encouraging environment for me to grow, from the culture to the people to the opportunities to learn. And my family has been steadfast cheerleaders as I figured out my path in career and in life. Without the support from my family, Land O'Lakes, and the Aspirations in Computing program, I would not be where I am today. I am so excited for our awardees to be a part of this program and to receive so much support and encouragement in pursuing their aspirations. Thank you to everyone for taking the time out of your busy schedules tonight to be here with us. I would like to invite Joel Crandall up to the stage to share a welcome from MnTech.
Well, good evening. My name is Joel Crandall. I'm the president and CEO of the Minnesota Technology Association. And on behalf of our more than 160 member partners here in the state of Minnesota, we are so proud to be the host of Minnesota Aspirations in Computing. MnTech provides a lot of the support that technology-enabled organizations need to be able to thrive here in the state. We do public policy advocacy, we do community building in spaces like this, we do talent development, which is exactly where this fits in. But I personally believe in programs like Aspirations because I've seen them work. Fiona stole by thunder. Man, what a cool story to be able to hear about how a little bit of investment 6 years ago turning into a situation like this. And my own story that I got to see was from a young woman who I met 12 years ago who was in a program similar to this, who said, I want to be able to invest in myself as a technologist. And it took hard work, determination, some sacrifice during her junior and senior year. You all know what I'm talking about, to be able to make that happen. And that led to the one thing I was able to help with, which is being able to find a first internship opportunity. But that's really where my investment ended and her dividends started to pay off. She took that experience and did not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 other internship and work experiences in high school and college. She got a degree in computer science from St. Thomas, and then she entered a rotational program at Land O'Lakes. And 8 years later, she's here tonight, still supporting young women who are following in her footsteps, who want to be able to enter this field and want to be successful. So Nancy, well done. Congratulations on all you did, and also for showing me what it's like to be able to see that happen. Investments like this matter. And so I am so glad that you are here to be able to do that. I would be remiss if I didn't say Minnesota, for many of you, you know this, but Minnesota for many, many years has ranked where in the country in terms of providing computer science education to high school students? Last. Well, now we have moved up to 48th place. So we are trucking along. We've just passed Montana and Kansas, my home state. We are moving our way up. And part of what it takes to be able to do that is funding from our state to be able to say that this is important. We found out this week that the state of Minnesota has decided to zero out the budget for computer science education in the state of Minnesota. We at MnTech believe that we need to invest in programs like this, but also in the kind of public policy that makes computer science and technology great in our state. So, on behalf of MnTech, I want to say join us in helping to be able to encourage our state to be able to grow. Commercial over, back to you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for making this happen, and thank you for allowing MnTech to be the host.
Thank you so much, Joel. Next, we have a special guest joining us on stage. Ruthe Farmer is a tech inclusion advocate, entrepreneur, and founder of the Last Mile Education Fund to support low-income students pursuing degrees in engineering and tech. She is a longtime supporter of the Minnesota Aspirations in Computing program, and we are delighted that she could be here with us tonight to share some remarks. Welcome to the stage, Ruthe.
So I'm your surprise guest because I happen to be coming to town, and I love Russell Frankel and appreciate all of the work that he does to make this happen. And I was like, I'm going to Minnesota. I should call Russell. And he was like, oh, our award ceremony is happening. So I actually founded Aspirations in Computing in 2007 for the nation. And you are one of, I think, 89 or 90 programs like this across the nation. And it is so humbling to see so many people putting their time and energy into supporting and inspiring young women in tech like this, and I love it. Make me cry a little bit. So thank you to the volunteers. I am so impressed with your big list of volunteers. That's incredible. All the sponsors that are making this possible and investing your time and your resources in creating internships, all of those things. The parents, thank you for supporting your girls and doing something that not all girls do and might be a little unconventional from what you did. Thank you so much. And just give them all the support that they're going to need, because it can be a rough journey at times, and thanks for showing up for them. Of course, special shout out to Russell, because he has been, I strong-armed him into doing this in like 2010, I think, and he has taken it on with gusto and brought everybody to the table with him, so I really appreciate that. To the young women and students in the room, this is the start of your relationship with an organization that is going to be there for you forever. And this is an incredible nationwide network. There's more than 30,000 alumni of this program across the nation, so please get involved, take advantage. I know they're going to have a career fair coming up over the summer. They have partnerships with every possible corporation that might want to hire you. I have met up with Aspirations alumni all over the nation. We're doing great jobs. I have one that just finished a stint in the Senate as an AI fellow. It is so impressive, and so use this network. As you move around the country, as you change jobs, find each other and support each other, because this is going to be your professional network for life, and that is the most important thing you can build. The most important thing you can build is your professional network. Every single job that I have gotten since 2007 was created for me or by me in partnership with who hired me, including my time in the Obama White House. So you get things that you ask for, and you ask for things from people that you know and trust and that trust you. So build that network, it's really important. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, trust me on that. And then today, what am I doing today? I believe Fiona mentioned the Last Mile Education Fund. So in the course of the last 15, 20 years of watching all of these young women go through this pipeline, I kept seeing really promising students struggle and stumble at the last stage over something really trivial. And so in 2017, one of our members of Aspirations in Computing had a confirmed internship at one of the biggest banks in the country. And she was going to cancel in April of her junior year because she could not afford a bus ticket from Mississippi to North Carolina or a place to stay until she got paid. Because most internships don't give you any money to relocate until you get there. And so I realized that even paid opportunities are not accessible to everyone. So I created the Last Mile Education Fund to basically be the safety net or the cool rich aunt to every young woman in the nation that wanted to be in technology. And today we have funded 10,000 individual students, $12.5 million. And I mean, I think today I gave away $14,000 just on my phone on Salesforce while I was traveling. We just make sure that any student, so for those of you in the room who might face a financial struggle in your future when you get there, please don't quit, come ask for help because people want you to succeed. We have a deficit of 1.1 million software engineers and technology workers in the United States that we're facing by 2031. We need 200,000 semiconductor workers a year. We need 700,000 people in cybersecurity. So we need the talent of every young person that is raising their hand. So we need to all do everything we can to support them. So thank you to everyone who is here to support you, and to all the young women here, please connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm happy. And if you don't have a LinkedIn, get one. That is important. But just know that we've got your back. And there's a whole, I like to joke that like nobody's throwing a banquet to get you to major in history, okay? Like you're here because we really want you in tech. Like people put on a banquet to get you to major in this particular degree pathway. So please, if it's your passion, stay with it and we will be here to support you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruth. So glad that you could join us tonight as well. In addition to identifying a pool of talented young people, the Aspirations in Computing Awards program also recognizes outstanding educators who play a pivotal role in encouraging young people to explore and strengthen their computing and technology skills. We'd like to take a few minutes at the beginning of our program to recognize two outstanding educators. I'd like to invite this year's Minnesota Educator Honorable Mention awardee, Joey Winter, on stage to be recognized. Joey Winter is currently teaching computer science and math at Austin High School in Austin, Minnesota. She started teaching computer science courses in 2020 and has been working to grow the computer science pathway at her school, including adding 4 new courses in 5 years. She is a leader for Austin High School's implementation of MTSS, a Link Crew coordinator, and leads a Girls Who Code club at her school. Previous awards include being a 2022 CSTA Infosys Foundation USA CS Teaching Excellence Regional Award winner and 2024 STEM Forward Outstanding Educator nominee. Her family includes her husband and 2 young daughters. In her free time, Joey enjoys spending time with her family and friends, knitting, reading, and spending time outside, no matter what the season is. Congratulations, Joey. Next, we will honor our Minnesota Educator Award winner, Jessica Brent. Jessica will be introduced by one of her students, Gia Chenlalini. Thank you, Gia, and Jessica, you can go ahead and take the stage.
Hi, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Gia Chinchlani. I'm one of this year's state honorees and a student at Eden Prairie High School, where Miss Brent teaches computer science. She was actually one of the first teachers nationwide to begin teaching AP computer science principles, and has since furthered her own knowledge of computing and cybersecurity. She uses her background in philosophy to contextualize her teaching, boldly addressing things such as the ethics of AI, and is always exploring new concepts, most recently becoming part of a national cohort to study quantum computing. Miss Brent has been an absolutely integral part of my high school career. And I speak for myself and many other students when I say that she is unlike any teacher I've ever had. Her dedication to not only education, but truly building a better future for her students is reflected both in and out of the classroom. When she found out earlier this year that Eden Prairie was abandoning the tech graduation credit, she didn't hesitate to fight the change with administration or even the school board, and continues to pioneer computer science education for all. The reason I'm most inspired by her, though, is her will to learn from and with her students as much as they learn from her. The ability to be asked a question and respond with, "I don't know, but let's find out together," is difficult to come by and powerful in encouraging learning and exploration, and is something I've heard from her more than once. That forward-thinking mindset and the understanding of her students is why she's up here today, and I couldn't be prouder. So join me in congratulating my favorite teacher and this year's Educator Awardee, Jessica Brent.
Thank you, Gia. I wouldn't be receiving this award today if it weren't for all of my amazing students. You are the ones who make me look good. It's humbling to think of all the knowledge in this room, but honestly, what inspires me more is how much we don't know yet. There's a protocol I love from math educator Sarah Vanderwerf called Notice and Wonder. Just two simple questions. What do you notice? What do you wonder? I want you to turn to the person next to you, share one thing you're wondering right now. Go. We spend so much time focusing on what we know. And yes, you know a lot. You've done a lot, and that's worth celebrating. But it's not the point. What you know isn't why you're here. Don't confuse the means with the ends. I challenge you, shift your thinking. Move from knowing to discovering. Less copy-paste, more Control-F. Find your purpose. Search for your passions. The world's biggest problems aren't solved by people who already have the answers, but by people who know how to ask better questions. That's true whether you're interviewing a person or prompting an AI. Prompt engineering is becoming one of the most valuable skills of our time. What's missing? What's unsaid? Whose voice isn't in the room? Where are the blind spots? In the data, in the algorithm, in our own assumptions? It's kind of radical, but there's a lot of power in acknowledging what you don't know. In this age of machine learning and vast global networks, our humanity doesn't come from how much we know. It comes from our capacity for understanding, for skepticism, for connection. That's wisdom. You may think you know your path, and that's great, but stay open to possibility. Adapt, be brave enough to make mistakes. Your curiosity, your resilience, your unique lens, that's your superpower. You weren't made to follow someone else's algorithm. You were made to debug the unknown. Your recognition tonight is not a pinnacle, it's a pathway. Your resume is most impressive in the blank space at the bottom of the page. Life isn't about being perfect on the first run. It's about version control. Every version of you brings something new. We learn best and we learn more when we learn together. Shake hands, make eye contact, say thank you, volunteer every chance you get. Ask big questions, believe in yourself, notice, and wonder. Thank you.
Thank you, Gia, and thank you so much, Jessica. In an effort to feature as many student honoree voices as possible while keeping our ceremony moving, we've pre-recorded a video feature to help you get to know them just a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and roll that video now. Enjoy.
My name is Aphomia Mesfin and I go to Irondale High School. What excites me the most about STEM is the opportunities it presents for not just individuals, but our whole society to enlarge and strengthen for the better. In the future, I want to use STEM in the eco-technology sphere to protect our environment and optimize energy. The MnAIC Award means a lot to me, not just because of recognition of my own efforts, but the ability to interact with such a wonderful community of like-minded and ambitious peers, knowing that together we can change the world.
Hello, my name is Ananya Mrigaville and I'm a junior at Eagle Academy. STEM excites me because it is a way to solve real-world problems effectively, especially using coding. Winning this award is an incredible honor for me. In the future, I hope to use STEM to develop accessible technology for my local community. Thank you.
My name is Annie Klein from Hermantown High School, and the thing I like most about STEM is problem solving. It's finding a problem and then drafting a solution and iterating and testing until you get something that really works. The other thing I like is working with people. They complement your strengths and they make up for your weaknesses. It's good to have a good team.
Hi, my name is Abigail and I'm a sophomore at St. Paul Academy. STEM excites me because its many aspects allow for the inquiry and research of complex problems. I want to use STEM in the future in specific technology for innovations in the biological and healthcare field.
Hi, my name is Bama and I want to use STEM to help shape the world. And I like STEM because there are many different ways to create a solution to a problem.
Hi, my name is Cece and I go to Eden Prairie High School. STEM excites me due to its endless possibilities, its collaborative nature, and its power to make a real-world impact. Winning the Minnesota Aspirations and Computing Award means a lot to me as it represents both my growth and potential for a future within STEM.
Hi, my name is Zhou, and STEM excites me because it turns scientific imaginations into real-world solutions, and winning the MnAIC award means everything. It wasn't just about recognition, but it was about joining a network of inspiring peers and mentors. And in the future, I want to use STEM to bring sci-fi concepts to life, like affordable exoskeletons or autonomous wheelchairs, making technology accessible to everyone.
Hello, my name is Gabriella Watson and I am a sophomore from Blaine High School. I believe that STEM is exciting because of the various ways you can use it to impact the world around you. You can use your knowledge to combat climate change, save lives, or help the ecosystem, our animals and plants.
Hi, my name is Ashika and I'm a senior at Eden Prairie High School. STEM is a very exciting field, especially in a time like now, since we're able to see a large amount of new innovations. Getting recognition from Minnesota Aspirations in Computing feels like a form of encouragement to me. Moving forward, I'd like to see how I can intertwine my interest in computer science with career goals in business.
Hi there, my name is Jenny Wen and I'm a senior at Jefferson High School. STEM has become increasingly more important in a world where artificial intelligence is changing every industry. Winning this award from Minnesota Aspirations in Computing encourages me to continue pursuing my passions in making artificial intelligence equitable for all.
My name is Julia Rosenman and I'm a sophomore at Breck School. And winning an MnAIC award means a lot to me because it opens the door to so many STEM-focused real-world learning opportunities that I would never have in school. And also the relationships that I've built as part of the MnAIC community have been amazing, and I'm so thankful to be a part of this organization.
My name is Sarah Rosenman, and I'm a sophomore at Breck School. Receiving a Minnesota Aspirations in Computing Award is important to me because it's allowed me the opportunity to be part of the MnAIC community. I've been able to take part in the amazing and unexpected learning opportunities offered to students by the organization, and have built incredible relationships through MnAIC. The organization truly works to help every student to succeed, and I'm so grateful to be part of this community.
My name is Kaina Neja, and I'm from Eden Prairie High School. STEM excites me because it allows me to believe that nothing is truly impossible. And that's what I'd like to do in my future. I'd like to find ways to make technology more sustainable and efficient at the same time. And I'd like to thank the Minnesota Aspirations in Computing community for allowing me to get this opportunity to reach my goal. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Latia and I go to Rosemount High School. I'm excited about STEM because it helps me solve real-world problems. To me, winning this award means a lot because it recognizes my passion and dedication for STEM. In the future, I want to use my STEM skills to innovate and solve problems within the financial field.
Hi, I'm Advika and I'm a junior at Eastview High School. What makes me excited about STEM is its limitless applications to solve the world's biggest problems. I want to use STEM, specifically technology, in my future to create a better quality of life for everyone.
Hi, my name is Rita Signy and I go to Stillwater Area High School. STEM excites me because I am able to connect with others, share my ideas, and learn more about new topics and opportunities like aspirations in computing. Winning this award means so much to me because it shows that the work and research that I've done has made a real difference, and it inspires me to continue with STEM in the future. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanishka Shetty and I'm from Mount View High School. STEM excites me because it empowers me to blend creativity with logic in order to turn ideas into solutions that create real impact. Winning this award means a lot to me because it's a recognition of my dedication towards leveraging technology to create meaningful change. And it also proves that innovation doesn't just come from big corporations. It can come from students just like me. More than that, it's a reminder of how far I've come and the potential that I have to keep pushing the boundaries of STEM. Looking ahead, I see myself leveraging technology to create scalable innovations that go beyond business success, to tackle complex challenges, revolutionize industries, and most importantly, improve lives on a global scale. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yosan Osbu and I'm a senior at Breck School. What makes me excited about STEM is its constant evolution. STEM is the backbone of everything. It drives innovation and creates solutions to even the world's most complex problems. Getting this recognition from Aspirations in Computing motivates me to continue pursuing and using STEM in college and beyond.
Hi everyone, my name is Zhou and I'm a senior at the Math and Science Academy. What excites me about STEM is how it allows me to connect my curiosity with real-world solutions. Winning this award also means a lot because it's a reminder that my passion for STEM can lead to tangible achievements that everyone has access to. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eliana and I go to Tartan High School. Winning the Minnesota Aspirations in Computing Award reminds me that as I continue to pursue my passions, there are plenty of people in the field who will support me. I'm excited to continue on in computer science and keep trying to make things that can change the world for the better.
Hi, I'm Ivanka, a junior from Woodbury High School. STEM excites me because there are so many opportunities and applications for STEM in the real world to solve problems. I'm passionate in climate change and sustainability, and I want to use STEM to make an impact in this space.
Hi, my name is Montessori Dunker, and I'm a senior at Wayzata High School. STEM excites me because it gives me the chance to help those who cannot ask for our help. I hope to help animals, whether it's by developing better ways to track endangered species, or simply embedding advanced solar-powered tracking technology in every pet collar. Thank you, Minnesota Aspirations in Computing, for recognizing my passion and continuing to help me grow.
I'm always so blown away when I hear about our honorees and all of their passions. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did and feel inspired after hearing about what they aspire to do in the future. At this time, we're going to ask all state honorable mention recipients to come to the side of the stage, over there, and line up in preparation to be recognized. I'm excited to introduce Devin Sales, Aspirations Committee member and lead data engineer at General Mills. She will provide a quick overview of the application and selection process and share how we'll be recognizing this year's honorees. Welcome to the stage, Devin.
So hi everyone, my name is Devin Sales. I work for General Mills and I'm also on the committee for Minnesota Aspirations in Computing. And I'm here to give a quick overview of how the process works. Some of us may be familiar, some of us may be less familiar, so quick reminder. In the fall, that fall is the application season, so that's when applicants submit their applications. They're asked to describe things like what sparked their interest in technology, what makes their application unique, how they might use computing in their future career goals, and what kinds of problems they might like to solve with technology. As you saw with our educator honorees, lots of applicants have educator endorsements as a part of their application, and we really appreciate the time that educators put in to give additional insight into the applicants. So once applications are submitted, we have a large group of volunteers at the national level who review them. They make the national selections for the national honorees, and then the Minnesota group is passed down to our Minnesota Review Committee, who reviews everything and looks for differentiation and ranks the applications. So when you're listening to the bios of this year's honorees, you'll hear applications that stood out show things like a demonstrated passion and interest in computing and technology, meaningful experience creating things with computing and technology, leadership experience also in computing, efforts to pursue computing despite barriers to access, and post-secondary plans that include computing, technology, STEM, etc. Our review team also takes institutional, geographic, and ethnic diversity into consideration when they're ranking their applications. And then from that ranking, we select our different tiers of honorees. So tonight, that's a little bit of the overview process of how it works. And tonight we're going to be recognizing our two top tiers in Minnesota, so our state winners and our state honorable mentions. And we also have a few national honorable mentions and one special national winner. You'll get to meet her a little later. And then in addition to those tiers of honorees, we also have a tier called Rising Stars, and they get their own separate event hosted by the Minnesota Twins. Shout out Twins. Prizes. So all the honorees will be receiving swag bags at the end of the night, and they will also be getting medals and certificates of recognition. So now on to recognizing our honorees. We're starting with our State Honorable Mention Awards. Our presenters for State Honorable Mention are Sadie Fieldsend and Caitlin Winkworth. They're here representing PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers. I'm going to give some quick logistical instructions before I hand it over to Sadie. So honorees, we're going to call your name one at a time, alphabetical order. You should be lined up in the right order. You'll walk on stage. You'll shake hands with the person standing closest to the stairs. You will make your way to the mark in the middle for the remainder of your bio. After each bio, we will clap, and then you will head off the stage for the next. All right? I don't want any confusion. That's how it's going to work. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sadie.
Thank you. All right. Are we ready to get started? Let's go. First up, Bella Ahmed, a senior at Advika High School. Bella is a state honorable mention recipient. Her interest in computer science began in middle school when she joined her school's STEM club for girls and explored robotics, sparking a passion for technology. Last summer, Bella participated in Girls Who Code, where she learned cybersecurity, web development, and data science. Since then, she's learned JavaScript and Python. Bella continues to pursue her passion in the future. Kaina Anajay, a senior at Eden Prairie High School. Kaina is a state honorable mention. She is a 2024 National CyberStart Scholar, earning a scholarship for her GIAC certification. As the co-owner of Light and Lens Photography, she developed an online tracking to streamline operations, blending her passion for technology and business. Her problem-solving skills extend past DECA, where she has gained international recognition, showcasing her ability to merge cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, and strategy. Adeline Barman, a junior at Advika High School. Adeline is a state honorable mention recipient. She is a co-leader of the Technovation Club and engaged DECA member. Adeline's cutting-edge computer science innovation plan propelled her DECA state qualifications. She served as a valued member in her city's Career and Technical Education Student Advisory Board. She hopes to advocate for more diversity in computer science and STEM-related fields and finds ways to use computer science to combat environmental issues. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us today, but let's give her a round of applause. Bama Binu, a senior at Wayzata High School. Bama is a state honorable mention recipient. She quickly recognized the disparity in women in technology as she began to incorporate more STEM classes into her educational journey. One of the few females in her chess club, and now the chess club captain. She became passionate and inclusive leader. Bama aspires to study informatics and computer science at the University of Massachusetts. She looks forward to continuing her efforts to recognize the gender gap in STEM and reduce it. Brooklyn Byfield is a freshman at Eden Prairie High School. Brooklyn is a state honorable mention recipient. As a rising ninth grader, Brooklyn has progressed greatly in her STEM journey. She's an integral part of the Eden Prairie FRC robotics team, learning Rust. She challenges herself with rigorous academic courses and coding summer camps. She also mentors younger FIRST robotics programs year-round. She's enthusiastically taking on various coding projects and building Python web scrapers to learning cybersecurity and even system internal Linux. Let's give her a round. Thank you. Lynn Carter, a junior at Edina High School. Lynn is a state honorable mention recipient. Lynn spends a lot of her efforts focused on the computer science within their school's computer science department. Their STEM enthusiasm extends beyond the classroom as they spend ample time on the personal computer science pursuits, including developing digital games. Outside of academia, they are focused on music and artistic interests. They hope to continue their studies in computer science and computer programming in college. Thank you. Avital Coleman, a sophomore at St. Paul Academy and Summit School. Avital is a state honorable mention recipient. She is a self-taught coder, athletic diver, outdoor enthusiast, and a demonstrated leader. Currently, her focus is on computer science and developing smart irrigation systems for developing countries, using rainfall and soil moisture. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today, but we'll still give her a round of applause. Ustu June. Ustu is a state honorable mention recipient. Ustu stays active in various STEM-focused school clubs and encourages her female peers to stay positive in STEM. Ustu has served a long-term journey on the Minnesota Youth Council and for 2 consecutive years held the position as class representative on her school's council. She is currently part of the Youth Executive Board. Ustu plans to attend college and study aerospace engineering and aims to push the boundaries of space exploration. Thank you.
You ready? Evie Fieldsa. Evie is an state honorable mention recipient. Her passion for technology began in math and science and grew through experiences in coding, aviation, and engineering. She became the Hack Club leader, earned her commercial drone license, and is a part owner of an aircraft painting business. Not too shabby. Evie plans to study business, aviation, or computer science and is considering a future in the Air Force. She's passionate about drones to solve real-world problems, particularly in critical supply delivery. Thanks, Evie. No, I'm great. Catherine Ingressoni. Great. Senior at Edina High School. Catherine was a state honorable mention recipient. She secured a 2024 internship at Meyer Borgman Johnson and was selected for the Seminar for Top Engineering Prospects program and won 3rd place in the 2024 National Design and Construction Competition. She delivered a TEDx talk on mental health awareness and law enforcement interaction. She inspires to develop AI tools for architectural planning that will create more sustainably built environments, particularly focused on improving spaces for the mentally disabled community. Zoha Khan, senior at Math and Science Academy, Woodbury. Zoha is a state honorable mention recipient. She's a PSEO student at the University of Minnesota, where she combines her passion for technology, medicine, and biomedical engineering. As student council president, debate team captain, and founder of the Muslim Student Association, she leads meaningful initiatives within her school. She advocates for youth as a Minnesota Youth Council representative. She's spearheading policy efforts and led a press conference where? The state capitol. Yeah, she did. Congrats. Thank you, Zoha. Savannah Larson. Savannah's a senior at Minnetonka High School, also an honorable mention recipient. She's passionate about quantitative ecology using data science to drive conservation efforts. Her research on Canada lynx and Bob symmetry in Minnesota earned first place at the Twin Cities Regional Science Fair and multiple STEM awards. She's expanding her skill set in R, in ARGIS, to further ecological niche modeling. Savannah aspires to pursue a PhD and conduct research that advances conservation policy and projects. Thank you. Ananya Margavel, a junior at Eagle Ridge Academy in Minnetonka. Ananya, in 2023, won her first district congressional app challenge with her website Action for Change. She is the 2024 SVP Minnesota Youth Sparks competition winner for her innovation idea Hotspot. In addition, her research project and app Serenidia, which interprets nutritional labels, was recognized as a finalist in the 2024 National STEM Competition. Ananya used her youth organizational digital dreamers to educate and inspire the next generation. Thank you. Ashika Nanavati, senior at Eden Prairie High School. Ashika, she enjoys implementing technology to drive innovation, particularly in the intersection of business and computer science. She has pursued advanced coursework outside, including AP Java, iOS mobile app development, and college-level programming. She's passionate about technology, making it more inclusive, and has even developed an app for the Jane community that engages in STEM diversity initiatives. She plans to major in management information systems and minor in computer science. Gabriella Watson. Gabriella has a passion for learning and expands her knowledge across various subjects, including mainly focusing on computer science and STEM at Blaine High School. She is currently exploring AP Computer Science through self-guided learning, and she's part of her school's engineering project lead at WOW program, where she studies electronics, engineering, and coding through courses like Principle of Engineering, Digital Economics. In addition, Gabriella is the business media lead on the Java programmer, her Gears robotics team. Thanks, Gabriella.
Thank you, Sadie and Caitlin, for helping to recognize our state honorable mentions. At this time, I'd like to recognize and introduce our student speaker, Emily Zhou. She is a senior at Eastridge High School and has been selected as a national winner for 2025, the highest honor that Aspirations awards. In past years, Emily has been recognized as a Minnesota State winner and a national honorable mention. Currently conducting research at the University of Minnesota's Next Generation Robotics Lab, she developed a path planning algorithm to aid first responders. She also founded Savvy Seniors to bridge the digital divide and contributes to road safety research at the Shreya Dixit Foundation. Passionate about technology's impact on society, Emily hopes to continue exploring AI and real-world problem-solving to drive innovation. Emily has some remarks to share with us this evening. Let's welcome her to the stage.
Dear esteemed guests and awardees, my name is Emily Zhou, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a senior at Eastridge High School and an NCWIT Aspirations in Computing 2025 national winner. But more than that, I stand before you as a small testament to the power of mentorship, opportunity, and the transformative impact of technology. My journey into STEM was anything but conventional. As a child, I struggled with numbers. I vividly remember standing in the middle of a farmer's market, crumpled dollar bills in hand, tasked with the big girl job of calculating change. I was excited, but each time I got it wrong. Those small failures planted doubt in my mind, convincing me that math and science were not meant for me. It wasn't until I fell in love with science fiction that technology re-entered my orbit. The Navi computers in Star Wars, the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future, these weren't just cool gadgets. They were visions of future shaped by human ingenuity. When I took my first coding class in high school, I realized something extraordinary. I had the power to turn fiction into reality, and so I did. The summer before my junior year of high school, I embarked on an independent research project at the University of Minnesota, creating what I called the Tom and Jerry algorithm, an innovative path planning model for first responders inspired by the fast-paced chase scenes of my favorite childhood cartoon. It was during this time that I discovered Minnesota Aspirations in Computing. Winning my first Aspirations Award was exhilarating, but what followed was even more life-changing. Through Aspirations in Computing, I gained access to a network, a powerhouse of trailblazers, peers, and mentors who reshaped my understanding of what it means to be in tech. Through the Mentor Mash program, I connected with Judy Morera, a principal business system analyst at Pearson. Our conversations weren't just about coding or career advice, they were about resilience, confidence, and carving out a space in a field where women are still currently underrepresented. Each meeting left my journal heavier with new pieces of insight, each a stepping stone towards the future I envisioned. Through job shadowing, I got a front row seat to the real world of tech. At DataSite, I explored the role of technology in securing multi-million-dollar transactions. At Stone Ridge Software, I sat in on client meetings, witnessing the intricate dance between technology and business strategy. These experiences shattered my preconception of what a career in tech looked like. It wasn't just about innovation, it was about impact, about how even the most hidden lines of code shape the world we live in. And this year, I had the incredible opportunity of attending the NCWIT National Ceremony, where I got to interact with 39 brilliant young women, each with extraordinary achievements in tech. During the event, we attended presentations and panel discussions highlighting the strides Bank of America has made in the accessibility space, showing how technology can be designed to be open and inclusive for all. Moments like these have a way of shifting perspectives. The simple conversations that spark confidence, the real-world exposure that expands possibilities, these are stepping stones that make all the difference. For me, each connection, each opportunity was a nudge towards a path I might not have otherwise seen. Aspirations in Computing didn't just give me an award, it gave me a vision of what's possible.
Thank you, Emily, so much for sharing your story with us. At this time, we will now ask for all state award recipients and national honorable mention honorees to come to the side of the stage, over there again, to line up in preparation for being recognized. As they move into place, I'd like to introduce our two presenters for the state award portion of our program. Annie Greenewalt, Senior Manager, Technology Training Design with SPS Commerce, and Nikki Ramirza, Senior Manager, Corporate Technology with SPS Commerce. Let's welcome them to the stage.
All right, get ready. These are amazing. First up, Yosan Asbu. Here she comes. Yosan is a senior at Breck School in Golden Valley. She's a state winner. She started learning to code with Scratch and never looked back. As a member of her school's first robotics team and selective advanced science research program, Yosan combined her interest in math and science with her love for coding. She also advocates for inclusivity in STEM and is a leader in her school's Math League and Black Student Affinity Group. In the fall, she will study computer science at the University of Chicago. Congratulations, Yosan. Gia Chenchlani, junior at Eden Prairie High School. Gia is a state winner, a co-founder of Tech to Transform, a nonprofit for digital literacy. Gia bridges the digital divide through tech drives and education. She has taken every CS course at her school and is active in the CS Honors Society. Her interests include law and politics, and she captains her school's speech, debate, and mock trial teams. An internationally ranked DECA competitor, Gia plans to double major in computer and political science and attend law school to become an IP attorney. Congratulations, Gia. Eliana Dollar-Simmons, junior at Tartan High School, Oakdale. Eliana is a state winner. She began her journey in computer science by taking a web development class at St. Paul College. She's an alumna of the Computer Science Scholars Program at Carnegie Mellon University and contributed significantly to Hack Club's Athena initiative. Eliana helped run the Evergreen event at Amazon HQ, the Oasis event at Futo HQ, and the Ascend event at SpaceX HQ, which was the biggest hackathon for high school girls in 2024. Congratulations, Eliana. Riha Ibrahim, junior at Totino Grace High School. Riha is a state winner. Her love of coding began in 7th grade with Technovation, where she made apps to help with fast fashion, diabetes management, and food sourcing. She has since participated in the Congressional App Challenge, various camps, and advanced courses in coding. Riha's favorite STEM activity is coding for her school's first robotics team, where she is the lead developer and a driver. She also does DECA, mock trial, and volleyball. Congratulations, Riha. Emily Oberleitner, senior at Eden Prairie High School. Emily is a state winner. She created an AI program to expedite pain research, winning first place in the World AI Youth Competition. As an intern at Corren Medical, she worked on prototyping an AI-driven Doppler device, presented and published her work in the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. Additionally, she is passionate about supporting women's education as a senior fellow at the Joyce Ivy Foundation. Congratulations, Emily. Tanishka Shetty. Tanishka is a state winner, senior at Mounds View High School. She is a passionate social entrepreneur who believes in the power of technology to inspire innovation and create meaningful change. Committed to bridging the STEM education gap across Minnesota, she works with nonprofits, including serving as an ambassador for Technovation Girls to create opportunities for all. Tanishka aspires to further explore business innovation through technology, driven by a desire to contribute to both fields and create positive change. Congratulations, Tanishka. Tavisha Talwar, junior at Wayzata High School. Tavisha is a state winner. Her interest in computer science was sparked in elementary school through code.org and further developed in 5th grade when she joined a first LEGO League team. She has attended coding camps like Code with Clossy, where she learned iOS development and built her first application. Tavisha is currently working on an AI project for the agriculture industry and furthering her knowledge through advanced coursework at the University of Minnesota. Congratulations, Tavisha. So now we get to recognize the group of honorees who are both 2025 state winners and 2025 National Honorable Mention recipients. Ready? We're going to start with Hamda Aden, senior at Brooklyn Center High School. Hamda is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She developed a passion for computer science through gaming, specifically Roblox. Her journey led to the 8-week Genesis Works program and an internship at Target, where she joined the Truscan team and discovered her love for IT. She advocates for more opportunities for young Black women in STEM and empowering underserved communities to succeed in tech. Hamda aims to make technology more inclusive for all. Congratulations, Hamda. Jordan Johnson, senior at De La Salle High School, Minneapolis. Jordan is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She is the captain of her varsity volleyball team and holds multiple school records. Recently, a report was conducted by WCCO discussing her accomplishments. This past summer, she had the amazing opportunity to intern with the Minnesota Twins Major League Baseball team. Next year, she will be attending the University of California, Santa Barbara on a volleyball scholarship, where she hopes to study mechanical engineering or physics. Congratulations, Jordan. Bethlehem Kebeda, senior at Rosemont High School. Bethlehem is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She was introduced to the STEM field through a collaboration between her school and We Share Solar. She applied to the Stanford program for inspiring the next generation of women in physics. She is working on applying machine learning models for sign language translation and is a teacher at Kids for Code, where she mentors elementary students in Java. She plans to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering on the pre-med track. Congratulations, Bethlehem. Aphomia Mesvin, junior at Irondale Senior High School. Aphomia is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She is a junior at Irondale High School, leading the autonomous programming and spearheading training development on Nightcrawler robotics. Her commitment to expanding access to STEM opportunities and interdisciplinary interest in personal relations has inspired her to take university-level courses in politics, business, and computer systems like Harvard CS50, and co-found the Female Empowerment Club and the Women's Career Fair in 2023. Congratulations, Aphomia.
All right, Lassia Pundari, sophomore at Rosemont High School. Lassia is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She discovered her passion for STEM during her internship at Optum, where she worked closely with UX designers and explored computer science. Lassia is a two-time state qualifier in DECA, a debate quarterfinalist, and actively participates in student council. She is dedicated to using technology to solve real-world problems and looks forward to continuing her journey in the tech field. Congratulations. Cecilia Rotemo, junior at Eden Prairie High School. Cecilia is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She is passionate about technology, social justice, and education. Her love for technology began in 10th grade with Science Olympiad, leading her to join programs like Girls Who Code and Code with Classie, learning Python, JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. This summer, she became an Athena EdTech student ambassador, focusing on responsible AI in K-12 education, and co-founded her school chapter, Athena EPHS. Congratulations. Julia Rossenman, sophomore at Breck School, Golden Valley. Julia is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She engages in STEM professionals by visiting various companies and has been instrumental in delivering STEM-focused lesson plans in classrooms. Julia is a co-creator of the Aspirations in Computing Technology Exploration Award, which honors students across Minnesota for their commitment to connecting with technology professionals and shares her insights on real-world learning. Julia is co-captain of her school's robotics team. Congratulations. Sarah Rossenman, sophomore at Breck School, Golden Valley. Sarah is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. Sarah is co-captain of her school's robotics team. She has devoted time learning from STEM practitioners at various companies, teaching STEM-focused real-world learning and professional skill lesson plans in classes, and is co-creator of the Aspirations in Computing Technology Exploration Award, which recognizes students throughout Minnesota for their dedication to reaching out and learning from technology practitioners. Congratulations, Sarah. Ruthe Singhvi, sophomore at Stillwater Area High School. Ruthe is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She began coding in 4th grade with Khan Academy and expanded her skills through middle school. Since 7th grade, she has competed in the Congressional App Challenge. A Broadcom Masters Top 300 and ISEF finalist, she has conducted science projects since 6th grade. She is a Business Professionals of America captain and competes in speech and debate. She is passionate about using coding to help manage chronic diseases like diabetes. Congratulations. Ivanka Sunkansori, junior at Woodbury High School. Ivanka is a National Honorable Mention recipient and a state winner. She founded Methane Matters, an initiative to spread awareness about methane emissions and its impact. Her effort was recognized by the president. Ivanka is engaged in methane reduction research at Cornell and USDA, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning. She started an artificial intelligence club at her high school. Congratulations, Advika. Jojin Yi Wen, junior at Jefferson High School, Bloomington. Jojin Yi is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. She has a passion for inclusiveness in STEM. She has led initiatives such as founding a girls' solar boat racing team, launching a middle school code club, and hosting events as a Cord.com ambassador. She was named a Scholar of Distinction in Computer Science for developing an AI tool for generating game dialogue. She has co-authored a paper on racial biases in facial emotion recognition. Congratulations. Isabella Whitwer, senior at Princeton High School. Isabella is a National Honorable Mention recipient and state winner. Her STEM passion ignited in elementary school through Ozobots and VexIQ. She honed her programming and engineering skills, competing in Vex robotics and excelling in STEM research and in computer science. Committed to mentorship, Isabella empowers young students, particularly girls, to build confidence in STEM. Aspiring her further impact, she plans to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering. Congratulations. Finally, we have a group of 2025 National Honorable Mention recipients who have all been state winners in prior years. Starting with Manasi Aligankar, senior at Wayzata High School. Manasi is a National Honorable Mention recipient. Her tech journey began with a childhood love for Legos, leading to an interest in engineering and technology. She explored iOS features, web apps, and block coding before advancing to website development and object-oriented programming. Passionate about equity, she improved Vitagon's website and founded Her Dreams, a STEM platform. She holds a Gen Cybersecurity certification and aims to study AI's impact on politics and law. Congratulations. Advika Chaudhari, junior at Eastview High School, Apple Valley. Advika is a National Honorable Mention recipient. Advika is an avid STEM learner and advocate of STEM education in underserved communities. She started her journey in STEM in 3rd grade, learning block programming and joining FIRST Robotics. Now, she spends her time as captain and software lead of her FIRST Robotics team. In addition, she leads STEM initiatives such as Girls Who Code, Technovation, and Her First in her community. Congratulations. And Michaela Rivers, senior at De La Salle High School, Minneapolis. Michaela is a National Honorable Mention recipient. She is passionate about providing STEM opportunities for underprivileged youth in her community. She started a robotics team in the First Tech Challenge called BOB, which stands for Black, Outstanding, and Beautiful. Her team is one of the only all-Black, all-female robotic teams in the U.S. Michaela is a national FTC Dean's List finalist. She is currently working with the Minnesota STEM Partnership to make her city a hotspot for STEM. Congratulations, Michaela.
Thank you, Annie and Nikki. We're going to take a moment to acknowledge our 2025 Collegiate Honoree, Zainab Ely. If you could please stand at your table, Zainab, so we can recognize you. Zainab is a freshman at the University of Minnesota, studying information technology infrastructure with minors in business analysis and marketing. Zainab is passionate about using technology to drive positive change. She has experience in software engineering, mentorship, and developing innovative solutions to address social challenges. Congratulations, Zainab. We would also like to recognize our scholarship winners for this year, Bethlehem Kabeda and Hamda Aden. Could you please stand at your tables? Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. Each year, Minnesota Aspirations in Computing raises funds to support scholarships for select honorees. If you are interested, there is a QR code available on your table where you can contribute to this fund and learn more information. The last feature of the evening is our grand prize, paid summer internships. First, we'd like to recognize our 2025 internship providers: DataSite, General Mills, Land O'Lakes, Minnesota Twins, Securian Financial, and SPS Commerce. If you are attending tonight as a representative of any of these organizations, would you please stand? We truly appreciate your commitment to providing formative early career experiences to our Aspirations honorees. Next, we are thrilled to share the names of the honorees who have been matched to summer internships at these companies. Honorees, please stand when your name is called and stay standing until we've announced all of the names. Interning with DataSite, we have Annie Klein and Emily Zhou. Interning with General Mills will be Bella Ahmed, Manasi Alegankar, Bama Binu, and Bethlehem Kabeda. Interning with Land O'Lakes is Kana Uneja, Lasia Pundari, and interning with the Minnesota Twins, Emily Oberleitner and Arya Thicko. Interning with Securian Financial will be Shayra Sekar. And interning with SPS Commerce, we have Reha Ibrahim, Afomia Mesfin, Julia Rosenman, and Tavisha Tolwar. Congratulations to all incoming interns. Now, Advika Chaudhari will share about her internship experiences through Aspirations. Let's welcome her to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Advika, and I'm excited to share my experience as a summer intern last year with Securian Financial. It was an amazing time, filled with so many new experiences that truly changed my perspective of the tech field. To start with the work itself, one of my main projects was helping migrate data from an on-site mainframe to a cloud-based server. That meant writing a lot of SQL queries in short. At first, it felt super tough, and I had to ask for help more times than I was comfortable with, but eventually I got the hang of it, and I was able to move 30 to 40 of the SQL queries onto the cloud-based server. And beyond that, I also worked with regex commands, which was a lot of troubleshooting, and I learned a lot of skills technically. I worked hybrid, and I got a computer set up at home and went in person 3 times a week. Now, let me tell you about Securian's intern program. It was truly amazing. There were so many activities to connect with the other interns. One of my favorites being going to a private baseball game where we got a private suit and free dinner and drinks, of course. The entire experience was aimed to create close connections with our cohort, and it worked great. I still talk to a lot of the summer interns that I interned with in my cohort. Another part that stood out to me was the focus on community. We had a lot of opportunities for community service. I got involved in so many volunteering events, from making bag lunches for kids to handing out fresh produce for families in need. It was such a meaningful experience and honestly really nice to get away from my laptop and staring at a screen all day. Outside of that, I spent a lot of time exploring the Skyways. If you've ever been to downtown St. Paul, you know the Skyways are a literal maze. I got lost more times than I'd like to admit, but it was totally worth it because I found some really good sushi spots and the best chocolate place I've ever been to. One thing I didn't expect, though, was how much I'd learn about the tech industry by just being in the room. I got to participate in Scrum and Agile ceremonies, presenting my work to business stakeholders and upper management. Watching how the teams operated behind the scenes to plan out their tasks changed how I approached my projects at school and in my first robotics team. I was actually able to apply a Scrum management task style that I learned at Securian into my first robotics challenge team this year, which was super cool. I also had the opportunity to connect with over 25 professionals at Securian through informational interviews and coffee chats. It was intimidating at first, but it ended up being one of the best parts of my internship experience. I got to learn about so many different jobs and how they all work together, from the director aspect to cybersecurity engineers. Everyone was extremely welcoming and so willing to give me advice that I'll carry through with me for the rest of my life. And I have to say, my team was incredible. My mentor, Gina, was really supportive, helping me to set goals during the summer and checking in on me when I needed help. The rest of the team was equally amazing. We worked on puzzles together, and I even carpooled to work with my team manager. More than anything, my internship at Securian provided me the experience of what a real job would be like, and it made me excited for my future. Watching my team work together, talking to a variety of people, and even chatting with the CTO, Darren Herbert of Securian Financial, inspired me to pursue a career in tech management. Looking back on all of the camps and activities that I've been involved in, my internship at Securian has had the biggest impact on my career by far. To all of the incoming interns, take full advantage of the opportunity that you've earned. I'm so grateful to Securian and the Aspirations program for creating such an amazing opportunity for me and all of the past and future interns. Thank you for listening, and congratulations to all of the honorees today.
Thank you, Advika, for sharing about your internship story. We would now like to welcome to the stage Abigail Stolp, engineering analyst with Securian Financial, to share a bit more about Securian's commitment to investing in young talent.
Before I get started, I need to say, Advika, you gotta give me the name of that sushi place, because I spent a lot of time in the Skyway, and I can't say I found any sushi. But hello, everyone. I'm Abby Stolp, and I've been an engineering analyst at Securian Financial since I graduated from McAllister College in 2023. And before I get into about me and our investment into young people in young talent, I want to say that I am so amazed by all the things that I've heard from you guys tonight. I'm kind of used to being the young, hip person around the office, so it's definitely a bit humbling to hear from you. But comparison is the thief of joy, and we're not here to dwell on the fleeting nature of youth. I'm 24, I've got some time for that. But speaking of the fleeting nature of youth, I am a former Securian intern myself, and I also had the amazing opportunity last summer to be a mentor or job coach, as we call it at Securian, to one of our own college interns. So I can talk about our young talent programs from multiple perspectives. I remember the first day of my internship so well. I was walking into the Securian building, which, as Advika said, is in downtown St. Paul, and I'm from a small town in North Florida, so to me, downtown St. Paul is basically Manhattan, and I was an hour early because I was afraid of finding parking, and I was wearing business casual clothes that I'd bought the weekend before with my mom, and I was fresh out of a semester abroad in France. So there was a lot of conflicting emotions going on. But as I walked in, I remember thinking, oh my goodness, these are real people doing real work. What on earth am I doing here? And if, as Advika can also, I'm pretty sure, attest, I felt that a lot that summer because an internship at Securian is not busy work. I was put directly onto an agile development team where I was paired with a job coach who guided me through meetings, deadlines, those concepts that just don't quite make the curriculum, and a few team happy hours. This was a college internship, but it was a really fun summer. And I probably remember my first production deploy better than I remember my most recent one, which was last week. Don't ask me what I did. I don't remember, but I do remember that my first production deploy was a Social Security verification box on our retirement page. To most of the people on my team, it was probably a small story, but I remember when it went in, I went onto the website and I would just sit there and refresh, and I would type in fake Social Security numbers to make sure that it fit all the fields that I had set it up for, and I think that was when I finally understood what it meant to be a software developer, not through my coursework, but through actually seeing my work in a place that mattered. So then, 2 years later, when I walked into the same building, I was exactly on time, because now I had a parking pass, and my business casual clothes probably leaned a little more towards the casual side. I finally realized, because I was there to pick up my own mentee, that Securian gets just as much out of these internships as we put in. Because there's an intrinsic value to seeing the work that we do from other perspectives. And with each new contributor, we're gaining access to new perspectives and ideas and motivations that shape who we are and what we do. So as proud as I am of that Social Security verification field, I am 10 times prouder of the work I did that summer with our intern. Her name was Sam. Shout out to Sam wherever you are. She was amazing. And my experience is not unique. Securian shows its belief in the importance of investing in young talent every day through our job shadowing opportunities, internships, and support for career development at every age. And actually something Ruthe said reminded me of something I wasn't even going to talk about tonight, but I would not have been able to do this internship if Securian didn't pay for my rent during the summer on top of the just the regular salary for the internship, because my family all lives in Florida, and so because I was more than 50 miles outside of the Twin Cities, they completely covered my rent for the summer, and that was amazing. And I was ready to move to France when I graduated, but when I did the Securian internship, I thought, no, there's a future. The corporate lifestyle isn't just kind of soulless. There's real people, and you can really kind of have a life here. And the contributions of our young professionals, whether high school, college, or just new to the field, they make a real and tangible difference in our company's culture and success. So thank you so much to Advika for all of your contributions. And thank you to all of you guys for just all of your contributions to this amazing field. I know you all do great things.
Thank you so much, Abby. So as our ceremony is drawing to a close, I would like to invite Amy Patton, VP of Technology with SPS Commerce and Aspirations Committee member, up to the stage. Welcome, Amy, to the stage.
Thank you, Fiona, and thank you, Advika, for that amazing story about your internship experience, and Abby, thank you for telling us about how important it has been for Securian to have internships and what you get back from that, because that's so much about what we are talking about here today, about really enriching the lives of these honorees. I am really proud to be part of SPS Commerce. We have a bunch of amazing people here today, and part of of why I'm so proud is because we have had internships since 2015. And this year we will again bring 4 interns into SPS because we believe that this program is really important and it's about building the future of technology. So I'm glad to be at SPS Commerce. And I'm sure that all of you have just been blown away by what you've heard tonight. We are absolutely in the midst of very, very talented young individuals who have so much to offer to the field of technology. So thank you to all of you for being here, and it's great to see you tonight. So we need more companies to provide internships. That's why I'm here right now talking to you. This year we were able to place 16 students, as you saw, but there are so many more who would love to have an internship next summer, and this summer they would have. But we need you, and so there is a QR code on your table about getting involved, and so please get involved. I'm here to tell you getting involved is really important to this program. You heard earlier about how many amazing volunteers we have and how volunteers really are the lifeblood of bringing these programs to the students. We have amazing volunteers, but we always need more. And you can get involved in nurturing the talent of these students by learning about and supporting the honorees with summer internships, mentoring through Mentor Mash, Job Shadow, Tech Exploration interviews, and by contributing to a college fund. We're going to make this easy for you again. There's a QR code on your table. You can scan right now and you can give to our amazing scholarship program. You saw a few of the students who will be receiving scholarships tonight. So please take a few minutes to do that. And while you're doing that, I want to tell you a little bit more about how you can volunteer and get involved. Job Shadows and Mentor Mash are programs that run from mid-June to mid-August and have had very positive feedback from both the students and the adults who are part of these programs. So please take a look at the QR codes again that are on your table and sign up for these programs. We need you as a volunteer. And you heard so many times tonight about how the importance of mentoring and the importance of building a network. And that's what we can do for these students. Job Shadows provide students with real-world exposure to the variety of technology careers they could pursue, and we're asking employers to provide either a half-day or a full-day experience for our students at your business. This is a great way to showcase what you're doing in technology at your companies. So please look for an email and look at that QR code. Our Mentor Mash program also connects students with adult mentors in 4 virtual sessions in the summer. It's really quick, 45 minutes to 60 minutes each session. Last year we had over 30 students who were part of this program. And this year we will have easily that many as well. Both mentors and mentees have again found this to be an enriching and positive experience. Building up that network that Ruthe talked about is so important to the future of these students. Finally, as you may have heard during the reading of the bios earlier about the Technology Exploration Award, that a program that Julia and Sarah Rosenman have created and helped bring to life. This award is designed to help students explore different career options in technology by reaching out to professionals and asking for a virtual meeting. Students who conducted at least 5 interviews with technology professionals over the course of 3 months are eligible for this award. My ask to you is again, get involved. If one of these students reaches out to you, please say yes to be part of those interviews. We actually had 10 winners of this program in its first year, which is amazing. 4 top tier winners, and if you're here, could you please stand up if you won the Technology Exploration Award? Are you shy? Okay, well, congratulations to those 4 winners. We also have 6 Rising Star winners who will be recognized at the Rising Star ceremony in May. So, I hope that I have convinced you to please get involved. We're making it easy for you, and we greatly appreciate that you are supporting these amazing honorees on their technology journey. And with that, I'll give it back to Fiona.
Thank you, Amy. So you heard her, scan the QR codes, fill out all the things on the table. There will be something else sent to your email, a survey for you to fill out after the event. We really want people to fill out this survey, give us feedback on how this event went, because we really value that. We make tweaks to our plans each year based on what we hear from you in that survey form. So please take the couple minutes to fill out that survey that will come to your email after the event, scan those QR codes, and show your interest in supporting this program. Now I have a couple thank yous and reminders before we end the event. Honorees, as soon as the ceremony ends, you'll go ahead and make your way up to the stage for a group photo. Once that is complete, you may head to the back wall. We have prizes and swag bags for you to pick up. For those who are interning, on the other side of the back of the room, we will do intern and company photos. There's going to be committee members in the back of the room helping with the swag bag and prize pickup process. To make sure this runs smoothly, please make sure that the bag you grab has your name on it. Internship company representatives, please meet by the photo area on the back wall where your interns will hopefully come and find you, and we'll get individual company photos over there. And before we part for photos, I want to give one last thank you to our Minnesota Aspirations Committee, subcommittee members, and event volunteers. This committee works year-round behind the scenes to make this program come to life. They are passionate about their careers in technology and education, as well as opportunities like this to help encourage the next generation to travel the technology career path. I also want to mention that in our program, you can see the impressive list of volunteer names and their companies who have worked with us this year to bring all of our year-round programs and events to life. Thank you so much for your engagement and passion. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy evenings to join us here tonight. Honorees, come on up to the stage for your group photo.